Good morning. We'll be discussing mobile commerce, the new topic. Today's topic is mobile commerce. And mobile commerce, as we know, is evolving with the development of the mobile devices and with the development of the mobile network. Right? Initially, we have mobile devices. There is no internet connection, and the devices will be were used only for talking or sending messages, right? Initially we were using these devices without internet, mobile devices, and we were using for calling as well as text messages and all, right? Later the development of devices, we have 1G data. Now we can send emails with text, not heavy graphics and all. And now again the development with the network, with the development on the network, we have smart mobile devices, or we can say smartphones now, with mobile connectivity as well as 2G mobile internet connectivity, and mobile devices to connect with the 2G and applications as well, right? And later we have 3G mobile devices, and 3G phones were called smartphones. We can have smartphones with 3D set technology receiving high speed data. We can send graphics, small videos and all. And now we are working in India on the 4G. We have 4G smartphones, 4G smartphones, and we can play videos, we can upload videos using our smartphones. And the e-commerce, as we have defined in the initial lectures, in the second or third lectures, it is necessary to say e-commerce. It is necessary to have transactions, right? And here, if we are talking, if we are saying mobile e-commerce, it means transactions using mobile devices, smartphones. And we all know today we are using our smartphones for the transactions, right? So whatever we have studied till now, all mostly belongs to mobile e-commerce, because we are using mobile applications of our banking system, so we can transfer money using the mobile app. We are using wallets like Paytm, Google Pay and all, or any other UPI app, money transfer app, and we are transferring using our smartphone. That is again e-commerce. And we are using Amazon and Snapdeal and other marketplaces, or any other e-commerce platforms or e-commerce websites application, and we are purchasing basically using that application with your mobile devices. Again, that belongs to the mobile e-commerce category. The mostly what we are basically using as mobile e-commerce. Whatever mostly you are playing, if you are using is, if you are any transaction you are doing or using a smartphone, that will be covered, that will be within mobile e-commerce. Getting the point? So these all are mobile e-commerce, right? And the outline of mobile, that is introduction. You may be getting you all may be getting the points. So whatever transactions we are doing using mobile e-commerce, using our smartphone, using our mobile devices, the concept is using a wireless device. Connected mobile means what? Mobile means a wireless device. Whatever we say, it may be the tablet, right? And if your laptop is connected using a wireless, it can be, we can call it a mobile device. Smartphone is another thing in category, but mobile device is any electronic device connected with a wireless network, right? Whether a private wireless or whatever it is, right? Introductions we will discuss in these categories. Introduction, characteristics of m-commerce. What are the characteristics of the mobile commerce? Enabling technologies. What are the technologies enabling mobile commerce? Mobile payment, and conclusions, right? Widespread availability of devices, right? In today's scenario, the mobile devices are available at, if we talk about in the cities, right? In the cities like Dehradun or in metro cities like NCR, Delhi. So around 80% population, even more than 80%, even in Indian cities are using mobile devices, using smartphones. Because the cost of smartphone is lowest in India. You can purchase a smartphone in which with Android, in which you can install different applications, right? From 3000 or 3000, 4000 onwards. Getting the point? That is not high. The cost is not very high, and if you don't have money to pay for a new phone, you can go for a second-hand smartphone as well, right? So that you can get even on 2000 rupees in good conditions, second-hand wireless mobile phone, right? And similarly, if we talk about the data, so you can get 1 GB data per day even on by paying around 150 or 200 rupees. In 150 rupees, you can get 1 GB data with unlimited calling facilities per day. The cost will be for 28 days, and many different service providers are providing around in 199 or 290 rupees. 1 GB data per day. That is enough for your work. If you are not a gamer, but if you are mostly busy with the gaming, then you may need more data, about 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB per day. But if we are living game, then we can use 1 GB for us. Even for the entertainment, quite a good level of entertainment as well, right? So widespread availability of devices. This is basing the low cost smartphone devices or low cost mobile devices and low cost data. These two things are boosting mobile e-commerce in India or in any country. What the responsible things are? The most basic things are the smartphones, mobile phone, and the data rates. And these are reasonably low in India. Hence, we are participating in mobile commerce. Participation may be whether maybe recharging your phone online or even a wallet, Paytm or any other for payments, right? No need for a PC. In such scenario, you don't need any laptop or a desktop. Handset culture now fully, because if we are if we are involved, if we are doing any online shopping, then we will be mostly doing with your smartphone, with applications installing on it with the smartphone, right? Vendors are pushing on, everyone is focusing on mobile e-commerce. Declining prices, as I have discussed, improvement of bandwidth. Initially it was 2G, 3G, now 4G, and even in 4G the bandwidth, the speeds are good, the mobile internet speed is good. So this is the one reason to promote mobile e-commerce. Explosion of EC in general, electronics, right? Mobile commerce, M business, mobile business, any e-commerce done in a wireless environment, especially via the internet, wireless environment using the internet, can be done via internet, private communication lines, smart cards, etc. Creates opportunity to deliver new services to existing customers and to attract new ones. Opportunity to deliver value added services to your existing customers. Opportunity to deliver services on smartphone of your customers of your, right? These are the opportunity to deliver value added services to customers, smartphone, right? Because smartphone remains always with the customers and mostly connected with the internet, right? These are the different, you may or may not have seen these. I have seen most of them and all of them mobile phones, right? And I have seen all of the such and as such mobile phone as owned ones. These are the how mobile phones evolve in India. Classifications of M-commerce services. Classification of mobile commerce services. Mobile e-commerce services. Financial services, as I have discussed, secure banking services, fund transfer, right, or bill payment using your banking financial services, bill payment. These are, we can say, financial services. Entertainment, mobile game, gambling and gaming as well. Dream 11, right? Dream 11. You may be entertainment as gambling, right? And other gaming and gambling, both mobile entertainment. Shopping, purchase of goods from Amazon or Snapdeal or Flipkart, whatever. Right? Information, local information, whatever information you want to search, you can search on your mobile devices, on your smartphone. So these are the different categories, classifications of mobile e-commerce services, right? And payment based, electronic wallet, Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, right? Money transfer, banking systems, right? Advertising, intelligent advertising, location based advertising, right? Many things we receive on location based. And suppose you need to drive in a city, in a new city, you are in a new city or going in a new location, new place, in a new place, so you are driving your car, it tells that please on your location, mobile location. And for many search purposes as well, for if you are searching something near you, near where you are, if you are in Delhi somewhere and you are searching something nearby you, maybe a barber shop, maybe any other, so you have to switch on your location where you are. Only then these are what? Customized services, location based customized services, right? Only then the service provider can tell you exactly what things are nearby you. Any petrol pump, filling station, or a barber shop, or whatever restaurant you want to search near you, you need to on your location, right? You need to switch on your location. Characteristics of m-commerce. Mobile commerce is mobility and reachability. Mobility and reachability, right? Mobility and reachability. Product and service localization, as I said, localization. You need to switch on your location where you are exactly. Product personalization. So personally, ubiquity enhancement, instant connectivity and convenience. These are the facilities, right? Even you want to book a Ola, then you need to switch on your location where you are standing. What will be your pickup location? What will be your pickup location, and then what will be your drop location? You have location based services mostly, right? As I said, if you are searching something nearby, you need to switch on your location. So this is mobile commerce. Anywhere you are standing, you can find out different services in your vicinity by switching on your location. Getting the point? An example, this is an example of next bus model. The problem is buses in San Francisco have difficulty keeping to 20-minute schedule during rush hours. Keeping 20-minute, the buses are arriving on every 20 minutes, and if rush hours are there, the schedule, maintaining the schedule is tough. That is some, not the latest example. Posted schedule becomes meaningless. You are posting the schedule. We normally in India, it's okay that you had posted a schedule and you are reaching after 30 minutes of the your exact schedule, right? Your bus number, which you have to reach here at the 8 p.m. but reaching at 8:20 or 8:30, and it's okay in India, but that it's not okay in US or in European countries. It should be, it can be maximum 2-3-5 minutes late. So that it is saying that posting the schedule, if you are going late 10 to 20 minutes in rush hours, 10-15 minutes. It is not no meaning of posting such schedule if you are not on schedule. If you are not on schedule, if bus is not reaching on schedule, the no meaning of posting the schedule on the internet. Right. The solution is bus riders carrying internet enabled cell phone or PDA helps find estimated arrival time at each stop digitally in real time. Right, that is happening. Whenever you are booking a Ola cab, it tells you about estimated arrival time. It will take around 2 minutes. If you are in a market location, though it may be arriving in within 2 minutes, or it may be if you are somewhere outskirts, it may take around 10 minutes to arrive. Right. So this is the example basically. If you are putting the schedule of buses and they are on the rush hours, they are not on time, then better to align with internet enabled devices, location based devices, as we are working, as we are using with Ola or Uber cabs, right? Soon location based advertisements will pop up. You have time to get a cup of coffee before the bus arrives. Starbucks is 200 feet to the right. What Starbucks advertisement you will be receiving? Why? Because you are waiting for such and such bus. It will take 10 to 15 minutes. It will take, and Starbucks is just 200 feet away from in the right direction, and you can have a coffee. Getting the point? This is time and location based advertising. Time and location based advertising, right? But such advertisings are not. I have not seen in India. Yes, if you are waiting for a Ola and taking 10 minutes, and somebody is saying that you can purchase something from the nearby, right? And you may, if any one of you, then you can communicate to me also, please. Such location and time based. That is, it is not only location based. Location based advertising is here. It's okay, but location and time based advertising. And such synchronized location as and time based advertising, and this is the model basically wireless network model, and we all know about this is the not localization, connectivity and all, ubiquity, right, convenience. The results: passengers in San Francisco are happy with the system. Worries about missing the bus are diminished. If you are knowing that the bus will, so you are not going to miss the bus, you will be definitely happy. May discover they have time for a cup of coffee before the bus arrives. Bus company can schedule better, arrange for extra buses when needed, improve operations. Now the things are the example belongs to around 2002 2004 in US San Francisco. Now things are very advanced even in India today. Even you are traveling in Dehradun and using your Google Maps for traveling, for directions and all. Then you may be knowing in the rush hours that in this route, if you are moving going through this that route, particular that route, it may be busy and the traffic is there, heavy traffic, and you can avoid that and you can choose for this one, right? The time-based services are now enabled in India as well, at least in Google Maps, and it tells you about how much time this route will take, and you can take any alternative route for reaching at your destination, for to reach at your destination. And in Dehradun, in Delhi, people are using such services. Is there any such conditions of heavy traffic or traffic jam, and they can opt for the alternative routes, maybe 2-3-5 kilometers long, but can reach on time, right? So these are the services now available on your mobile devices in India as well, right? And you also may be using many of the time such location sub-service, such Google Maps and all, right? And it tells you about the later the real-time information, real-time reporting about the traffic situations. Introduce two transmission mode, GPRS and WCDMA. These were the basically mobile technologies, and we need not to go in detail about all this wide multiple access and 3G and 4G, right? Protocol and iMode services. These are basically the technologies, and I don't think you can two transmission mode GPRS and WCDMA. GPRS General Packet Radio Service, a step between GSM and 3G cellular networks. Transmission rate via GSM network within 9.6 kbps to 115 kbps. Right? GPRS supports the widespread range of bandwidth. With it is a effective application under the limited bandwidth. Mobile phone can receive and transmit data at the same time on GPRS. WCDMA wideband code division multiple access. The transmission technology for third generation 3G UMTS mobile communication. The transmission rate is up to 2 Mbps. It makes mobile multimedia grows rapidly. WCDMA, right? Basically, web protocol and iMode service. Web wireless application protocol. It is a open and standard wireless application software protocol. The web system are composed of two main factors: WML wireless markup language. As we know, HTML similar to HTML. WML is wireless markup language like HTML, and web gateway proxy to change the web page source code to suitable one. Need a connecting action, payment according to time used and all. iMode is the first packet based always on mobile internet service. Various services available: banking, game, wallpaper, music, payment according to packets and receipt. Other related technologies. These are basically mobile related technologies. J2ME, Java 2 Macro Edition, a kind of programming language used in small connectable consumer and embedded sub devices. It makes mobile phones have ability to execute programs. XML, Extensible Markup Language. This is advanced to HTML, Extensible Markup Language. HTML is basically hypertext markup language, the first language to communicate on the internet, to transfer the file on the internet, and initiated in 1991. A standard for structured document interchange on the web. It makes the description language used by different browsers and can change more quickly. Right? And mobile payments. User, network operator, financial institution, content provider, merchant. We have discussed a lot about payment gateways and all in last semester as well. I think payment gateways, about how we are making digital payments in on the digital marketing subject. Right, I have uploaded video on the YouTube and you can check. Security. Users need what? Security, privacy, ease of use and devices. These are the issues. Security of data, whatever data the user is feeding on the internet, right? Security, privacy, ease of use, devices, open standards, interoperability, roaming, authentication, integrity, right? These are financial institutions, network operator, and content provider, merchant, right? Vending machine or internet merchant, web based it is. Vending machine is, right? And we have web GSM technologies, right? These are the systems for payments. User chooses MobiPay payment method on merchant site. Merchant sends unique MobiPay reference associated with the amount, right? User sends reference plus PIN. Then data validator validates the data. If PIN not entered directly, PIN requested, PIN response and authorization and confirmation. Annual growth 1990 to 99, 6% telephone line, cellular 50. This is about US data, old data there basically. Sources provided by Motorola. Embedded internets, So this is about the introduction of electronic commerce electronic commerce evolves. And as I said, most of the discussion we have done related to e-commerce, and this belongs to the m-commerce, mobile commerce as well, because most of the transactions, these we have discussed the different e-commerce categories, right? Different e-commerce service categories. We are using our mobile device, our smartphone, for the most of the services, even for applying to any new college admissions, right? Filling of the form, right? And now these are basically classifications of m-commerce services. So all these services we are using with our smartphone. It is means these all the services we are covering with our smartphones. Mobile e-commerce services, these all are mobile e-commerce services. Secure banking services, even we are transferring money, sending money to someone, we may be using Google Pay or a mobile application of our bank. If you are using any of the bank, PNB or Axis Bank or HDFC, so you can transfer money, you can recharge your television or your mobile smartphone service, Airtel or whatever you are using, using that your application, right? You can pay bills, bill payment, financial services, electricity bill or D2H, whatever you are using, that you can pay using your mobile device, your smartphone. Similarly, in entertainment category as well, whether you are watching any Netflix, right, even or Amazon Prime subscriptions you have, then you can watch movies with your using your smartphone. You can play game. You definitely play games with your smartphone. The entertainment category, right? These days, if we talk about gambling, then you may be not, and you should not as well. You must not. Dream 11 and all, right? Then this is gambling, nothing else. Not a game, that is gambling purely, right? Satta. Shopping, purchase of goods, and you will be shopping using your smartphone definitely. Whether you are going for the Amazon or Flipkart or whatever, Snapdeal, you will find even multiple applications on your smartphone. You will be using that smartphone for shopping. So this is all mobile commerce. Transportation, even services. If you are want to book ticket, whether you are booking a train, a railway ticket, or booking a aeroplane ticket, or tickets, or booking a any Ola cab. So you can have Ola app, you can have IRCTC app, and you can have, if you for booking Make My Trip, different, you all know about the Make My Trip, you know about the IRCTC for the railway reservation systems, or you know about the Ola. So you, whatever we are doing, whatever services we are going to avail, we are using our smartphone. Whatever we have discussed related to the e-commerce, this is all within, we are using our smartphone for availing all these services, right? Information search, definitely we are servicing most of the time. 80%, more than 80% of the people are searching for the information on their smartphones. Even Google have optimized searches for search results optimization for smartphones differently. Banks has developed mobile applications for fund transfer and all of the services. You can even open your Demat account using your smartphone application of your bank. You can open a PPF account using your smartphone. You can have a dream deposit account with your bank, or RD or FD account you can open. You can open with using your smartphone. So every service you can avail using, and most of the services, most we can say 95% services we can avail using our smartphone. We don't need any laptop or desktop to avail the e-commerce services. They will be availing mostly using the smartphones. Even many services we cannot avail using our laptop or desktop, but we can avail using our smartphones. That can be true. That can be true. Right? It is getting the point. And electronic wallets and payment services, advertising and all. You can even advertise if you have a Facebook page or a website you want to advertise. But that case, for that commercial activities, if you are doing, then in this condition definitely, you need desktop or a laptop to customize these services, right? And but otherwise, if you want to avail any service, then you can using a smartphone. So all these categories of the m-commerce can be availed using a smartphone service, right? Can be availed a smartphone. Thank you very much for today, for the day. Thank you very much.